Good soundtrack, good soundtrack. But that's not why we're here. That's not why I'm here. I should have started the save. No one's here anyways. It's fine. And nobody watches VODs. It only be a couple seconds anyways. Well, later in the industrial state, yeah. That'd be the arc furnace. Yep. Okay, let's see, so... oh, hi, what? How did that happen? Where did you come from? Have I left a spawnable spot? Alright, always keep that in my bag now. Prospector. You can just toss that. Totem. Axe. Boots. Work blade. I could pick. Yeah, why not? Linking tool, sacrifice blade. Yeah. Bloop. Maybe we could go after the map. What was the map token? Iron apple. I gotta do a bunch of black iron crap for that though. I gotta get that ring. I hate finding that ring. Ooh. Okay, I don't see any specific dark spots. Weird. Okay, so let's see. We got... Where are we at? Oh, right, windmill. Probably. Yeah. Let's do windmill. So we need our bucket. What did I do with the bucket? Ow. There it is. New sorting system. Oh, and wood. Right. Alright, we got a bunch of ironwood spare. We can use that. Alright. This is splits coal. Oops, need that. Oh, come on. That. Nope. Come on. Alright, this should last me for a while on the treated wood, at least. Nothing else. Get that nice and prepped up. Alright, what else we got? We got a few in here we can... Oh, give it back. Get this cleaned out so that can keep producing coke. Alright, there we go. So we'll take a bunch of sticks. Alright, and the windmill blades. And I need how many of them? 8. So, iron, ow. Oh, it's in the chest up here, that's right. Yeah. Okay, one of those. And that will give us the windmill. Cool. Alright, so then I need a bunch of bone meal. I should just get rid of these before I keep doing this forever. So I emptied those all out. It's just going to confuse me. Alright. There we go. Alright, so bone. Let's do like 12. Suppose I could... Do I have any more axles? Do I have any more... black quartz? I do. Okay. So that'll be one more axle, so one more black quartz. Like that. That's gonna be sticks and hemp fibers. Like so. Drops? No. Precious stuff? No. Humus? No. Would I put it in food? What do I do with all my spare hemp? The hemp seeds are in there. Do I not have any spare hemp? I must not. Okay. Well, it's a good thing I'm getting bone meal. Come on. Let me up, let me up, let me up. Like so. All right. So then we can chew through a bunch of that. So for the first 12, then we could set up another millstone. Like so. Sticks. Alright. Quartz. Rope. Sticks. Axle. Machines. Millstone. Oops. Alright. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there. Alright, these are full packs of 9. I was actually thinking more bone. Oh, I love this. Let's all these finish first and see how we go. I'm gonna need. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of. How much does that need to be? That's a lot, isn't it? Cobble, stone hoe, boom, and boom. damn it. I don't need this anymore. No more. Yep. Much better. Okay. Three more of those needed. I need more bone meal. Just take that full. Can't hurt to have spare bone meal. Okay. We should have our knife blade. And then that goes with, I assume, 2 treated sticks, because it's immersive. Okay. So then I need to do this twice. So 8 copper wires. It's 8 copper plates. Eight copper plates. Plate cast. Can I pick you up, please? No? Okay. Fine. Alright, you're already getting underway. Let's go get some more of that bone meal. Good. Alright, there's that. Full stack's worth. Give me the copper plates. Those go with the clippers. We get 8 copper wires. Goes on sticks, right? For the LV wire coils. Those go around an iron ingot. For a copper coil block with a couple of redstone and more iron. 2, 3. 1, 2. Kinetic dynamo. Alright. Two more. then I'm gonna need some LV wire. Insulated is more of the hemp cloth. Okay, good thing I'm making a bunch. Oops. What the? Why is this a thing now? Bizarre. Let's, I guess, do the standard farming thing. There's the 8. Okay, so question is, how high, much higher do I want or need this? If at all. It's fun to see it up high, right? Let's stick it on top of a bunch of cobble. Okay, there's that. Some light going. Get ourselves a way back up. Hey, Sky. Yeah, I moved, had the computer all torn up. I reassembled it this morning, moved from the previous room over to this one. And so it's new wall. Eventually, maybe we'll throw a green screen behind it. We'll see. And then, yeah, I'm just given kind of a random dry run, so I was kind of, I think I've mentioned to you before that I was intending on doing like a 24-hour stream as kind of like a quote-unquote celebration of the layoff. So I figured I would try doing a late stream today. So, could do a blue screen. We got a bit of a little corner there, gonna be in the way a bit. Does this work? This doesn't quite work. It's kind of close enough, I guess. So... well, now the power plugs up on the... ooh, I should go get my materials before I forget. How you doing, man? Alright, so... we need... hardened clay. I can just run clay through the cast. Okay. I am gonna have to figure out how to get power down from here, though. Whoa, nailed it. Okay. So... I think I'm basically gonna have to, like... do like a pop up and around and bring it down? Because I'm not gonna be able to just run the cable straight off because the connector's at the top, unfortunately. So maybe some fencing could work. So fence. Treated fence, will do it thematically. Because I got a bunch of this right now. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were on earlier. I didn't hear from you, and I didn't want to really I guess I could have just bugged you. Probably should have. Let's see if we were doing rustic or not. Oops. Yeah, this is a challenge already. Okay. So we'll throw down a temporary side column. Okay. So, because this is going to be the connector, and then this will be the other connector. And then we could throw the fence up on top of it, like that. do like a... Well, it could look worse. God damn it. I don't hate it. Oh, actually, you know what I could do have done? We can do this cleaner. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Because if we just do it off to the side... So the immersive engineering cables are kind of like weirdly line of sight dependent, but... So if we put one instead of up and over, we just go over like that. Then we'll have the connector here, and we can have a relay right here, and it can just boop that, and then go down from there. Okay. I like that better. Alright, I'll get some light so we don't spawn anything up here, although we're going to replace it with a connector anyways. Okay, so LV connecting. Yeah, we'll just start off with L. What's MV like? MV connector. Iron and clay? What's a HV like? No, we want MV at the most right now. Okay, so iron and clay. Easy peasy. Alright, how's our clay stock? Could use improving. Which we can certainly do. Okay. So clay is the next target. Got it. That. Toss that in there. Yup. Alright, and I don't have a second excavator mod yet, but clay's fast, who cares? Boom. Clay. Alright, upsy daisy. Alright. So we gotta swap this guy. Oops. Wrong one. Out for basin. Actually, no, this is supposed to. Damn it. Like that. Alright. Basin. You have a liquid left in you? No. Weird. Alright. Get a bunch of clay going. That shouldn't take too long. Yeah, look at that go. Alright. Come on. Clay takes a little longer to melt than I thought it did. Anyways, so, get some food. And then we said it was iron ingots. And then what about relays? Relays, same deal. Okay, easy peasy. Iron. Hardened clay blocks. So we got a relay. Like so. That does not connect the way I was kind of thinking it was gonna. I mean, it should still work, but I thought I was going to connect to the fence. Look a little more cohesive. Okay. Connector. Alright, and then MV wire. Oh, hope if I typed it right. Alright, insulated MV wire. It's electrum. Which is silver and gold. And that's galena, which I believe I've found some of, I just haven't dug it up yet. Lapis, gold, lapis, rock crystal, iron, azurite, gold, lapis, copper, rock crystal. That's a ways out there. Oh, that one's not as far. That's fine. Oops. Okay. Toss it in the bag. Ooh, excuse me. That. Alright. So it's like right over here. Did I dig that up already or no? It looks like no. Okay, there we go. Oops, pardon me. Bum, 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 bum. Hey John, how's it going? I'm doing alright. Hope your day or evening or night is going well as well. Going well as well, that's, you know what I mean. Alright. So, I need some rock to stop the water flow. There. Drop that down a notch. Cut that off. Alright, there's our water gate. Like that. Perfect. Well, I can provide a beard at the very least. That's all I can promise, though. Okay, so work blade. I'll get rid of that. Alright. This going. And down we go. So we're just playing some SevTech Ages. It's a progression-based mod pack of Minecraft. I'm not sure if you're familiar at all or not. It's all gated, heavily gated technology. So you progress through the ages from all the way from being a caveman and not being able to even break a tree for wood when you start off the game. You have to be able to forage and get flint tools before you can even chop down a tree and get wood, and then learning how to do basic like leather. You have to get the pelts, tan them, and then dry them out, and then put the resin on them and then dry them out again to get leather, and work your way through and teach yourself how to use gears and smelt metals. Interesting thing about it to me is that every time that you progress one of these ages, which is what these pointy ones, pointy accomplishments are, the whole world regenerates. So in these early ages, the age none and age 0, if you were to at that point get yourself a basic pick and then go hollow out the entire world, you would never find a scrap of ore. You only find those after you advance to this next age, at which point the world regenerates. It kind of like stutters a little bit, and it loads in coal, cassiterite and tealite, malachite and azurite into the world. They don't exist until that point in the game. And then you can go get those for copper and tin and coal. And the same kind of deal when you get to the next stage, it'll regenerate again, and then you'll start seeing the rock crystals, the lapis, the iron, the gold. And then again, the same thing in the next stage after that. After that, then the world will regenerate once more, and you'll add in the redstone, the nickel for finding, or limonite for finding nickel, the platinum for platinum, galena for silver and lead, and bauxite for aluminum. So it's all heavily gated off of that, and then it goes through a ton of other mods. So you go through some like blood magic, you're alloying metals together to get the bronze out of the tin and the copper. You go to the beneath dimension, you do some demonic work. And then you go into the between lands, go into the Twilight Forest, you start using Tinker's tools, so on and so forth. So I had made it much further on in the previous world because I'm playing hardcore like a freaking oaf on this progression pack. It takes forever to get anywhere. And then I lost that fifth world was my furthest along, where I had made it to the final age where you start exploring other planets. And then I got my character stuck. I didn't actually die. But my character had no way of surviving, so they are stranded on the moon with no way to get back and no way to not either suffocate or starve to death out there. So I had to start a new world, and now I'm up to my 11th world on hardcore SevTech. So it's not specifically like something that I'm building, other than the infrastructure to progress, I guess, is sort of the answer to your question in a way. So right now I am digging to find galena. Unlike normal Minecraft, the ore doesn't just generate haphazardly everywhere. There's specific. So if I bring up my atlas, when you're on the surface, there'll be little pebbles that you can find, and then they'll tell you that there is an ore grouping underneath. So I had identified this spot as having a galena vein, and they're huge. They're hundreds of blocks of ore in one go, but you don't find it strewn around the rest of the world. It has to be in these specific locations. So now I am hunting down that galena vein that I had marked for myself. And that is... how far down is galena? 16 and 50. So we might be getting kind of close. We can use the prospector, the ore prospector, to help us locate it. Okay, we're not on the right level yet. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm the one that's playing on hardcore, so it's my own fault. The other complicating factor at that point was that I was playing at that point in my play life. I was considering it a blind playthrough. I was not looking up anything online. I was not researching the mods. I was just using the game and learning it as I went, and that was my how I ran. So one of the big problem there was that Galacticraft is complicated. So I went through all this preparation. I followed the achieve advancements path to be able to get I built the spaceship, I built the launch pad, I fueled it, I built a parachute, I built myself a space suit, in multiple parts that had radiation protection and temperature protection, and it was this big full-on like NASA suit with a big old oxygen tank, big old helmet, glass pane and everything. So thought I had everything accounted for. Turns out, not referenced in the advancements, but if you like went and read the Galacticraft wiki, or were more familiar with the mod, there was an oxygen system you also had to build in addition to the suit. So I had the suit, but it didn't have any air in it. And I just didn't know that until I got to the moon, where there was no air, and started suffocating. And unfortunately, when I got there, realized I didn't have a way to get back because I had used up all my fuel getting there. And I didn't take precautions to like have... there are methods where you can, like, if you use astral sorcery, you can build teleportation gates. I hadn't done that in that save. I had no idea. Like, I kind of vaguely knew that they existed, but I hadn't really thought about them or done anything with them. So I didn't bring like the materials to create a teleportation gate. Ooh, whoa, that was that was a little scary. Ooh, that was one block away from well, I would have landed on that ledge, but still. Oh, hello. Ow. You son of a... So yeah, even if I had fallen in the lava, I probably could have survived. I've got a lot of a lot of survivability going on right now because I've got defensive talents via the Astral Sorcery. And I've got this, I should take these off. Those are not helping me. I've got this pretty baller piece of armor that's got Fire Protection 5, Blast Protection 5, and Projectile Protection 5, plus Unbreaking. So I take pretty reduced damage, and then I'll be fire resistant on top of that, which is nice. But still, doesn't stop me from having a heart attack. Oh, I haven't checked, I haven't done a prospecting scan for the ore in a while yet, have I? Because this means we're getting kind of down there, isn't it? We're probably... This is probably the cavern layer 11.
Yay!
Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Always glad to have some more folks hanging out. Okay, how about over here? Anything? Where is my ore? Is it further down? Where things get complicated. Alright, let's do a little surveying. Yeah, that's fine. You can call me Daddy, you can call me Kyle, you can call me Fenner, it's all good. Whatever floats your boat, man. Alright, I know you're over here. I wasn't expecting you, actually. There you are. Ow. Okay. They squeeze me? Where did that come from? I get a head? What was that? I did get a skeleton head. Cool. Okay, Prospector. What do we got? Anything? Oop, there it is. Yeah, so the Ores Prospector will... It has a durability, but you click it on a surface and it'll ping out 48 blocks from the surface that you clicked on, and if it finds any ores, it'll let you know how many. So it found 9 galena above me in this location. This is actually blood magic. So there's I used a blood altar, which I have over in the hunting dimension, and I've absorbed a bunch of blood into my my sigil. Basically, it's actually like a blood ethereal network that's just unattached to anything in specific, other than my person. And that you can do lots of different things with the blood. So I have 22,803 life points saved up in this thing, and each time I make one of these torches, it consumes 10 of that. So I can make a lot of free ranged torches. This was another thing that I had no idea about the last time I played, and found out about when I was watching another streamer play some SevTech, and I was like, oh my god, that's amazing, I need to be using that. And then the work blade here comes from Primal Core, and that allows you to, on like basic cobble, andesite, and a couple of the other like real standard stones, you can shift right click to convert them into ladder blocks. It's pretty handy. Oh yeah, I'm blood rich. I have it in the hunting dimension because I sacrificed the monsters to get their blood. I used to use my own blood, but that was terribly inefficient. Then I found out you could just do it to monsters, and then they'll also drop loot for you, because you're still killing them. And then I was like, well, that's a much better way to do it. And keep in mind, this is the iron work blade. When you start off, you use the flint work blade. You don't have access to iron right away. And that does have the chance of creating the ladder. It still will do it, but it takes more hits, usually, to do so. So it's not as convenient at the beginning. Still much more convenient than, you know, not having it, but... Oh, there's the Galita. Did I bring wood? I think I forgot to bring wood. Like an idiot. Let me know if I accidentally bumped that microphone with the headphones. I just moved everything, and I'm not used to it being here, and I don't usually use headphones either, but it's nighttime and I don't want to bother the rest of the house. So, if I wind up bonking it and make a bunch of noise, let me know. It's not something I'm used to having there, or the headphones on. I'm trying to be mindful of you and the rest of the housemates. Did I bring wood? I did not. Nope. That would have been smart of me. Alright, so where was that ladder that I built? How close am I gonna get? Did I bring my hammer at least? I did. Okay, that's something. I'm not entirely stupid. Nope, 34. I'm an old man. That ladder's gotta be around here somewhere. Oh, don't worry, I don't stress age. My own age. I don't stress my own age. Oh, found a cave apparently. The ladder's gotta be around here, right? Oh, I definitely didn't break through that cave. Okay, hang on. Alright, so we can get rid of some of this stone. Okay. No problem, John. We're all here to have fun. Listen, sub. You're gonna be so happy in a little bit here. Or at least you're gonna be less upset with me. So you give it a little... Give me like 10 minutes. I just gotta find this ladder. There it is. Nice. Okay. That... Let's clean up. Okay, let's plug these holes so we don't get surprise ambush later. And we don't need to go down that far anymore. Oops. Alright, here we go. How was your evening? Alright. Alright, you ready, sub? This one's for you. There you go, see? We got there eventually. Oh god, it's loud again. Okay, so we came for the Galena to get silver. Why do we want silver? For making electrum to get the insulated wire coils. Okay, yes. So electrum is an alloy of gold and silver, 1 and 1. Let's just do like 10 of each. Date went well then? Yeah, probably. You do have like work and stuff. Responsibilities. Okay, and then for insulating, I'm gonna need more hemp. Like so. Alright. So that'll get me one, maybe 4. Oops. Sorry. Yeah, Friday's not too far away at least. Two weeks is a long time. You like long distance, or one of you have been out of town, or? Good to see you, sub. Glad I could appease you somewhat with my updated storage. Oh, I made blocks. God damn it, I forgot I had this in. I always forget to check that. Alright, so all my gold is in here. Can I return that in liquid form to the smelter? I don't know if I can. Out of town, we'll both live 40 minutes away. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. It makes it tough. Damn it, 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 damn it. Yeah, I did, I am recently married. This is my second marriage. So yes. Will those melt? I think they're stuck the way they are. There's... let's pop that down there. Yeah, I didn't think so. Those are just stuck. They're dead. Dead gold. Wasted. Yeah, we got married on Halloween, actually. That was fun. Alright, we need a couple more gold now to match off. So 3 more gold should do, because it's 9 and 9, right? But I know how you feel. When I was in late high school to early post high school, I did long distance, whereas we were actually like about 3 hours apart for several years. So I know that feel. Spooky wedding theme? Yeah, kind of. It wasn't a huge wedding. We went to the courthouse and did it there with immediate family only. But it was in costume. So Sunny really likes this. Oh, I'm gonna forget the name of it. It's a webcomic based on Greek mythology. The mythology, I think, specifically around Persephone, if I'm remembering right. So she had a dress of Persephone from that comic that she liked, that she made for herself, and then she dressed me up as Hades, which was just a relatively nice-ish like vest and collared shirt and some accessories, whereas she had a slightly spooky dress and then like some bow and accessories as well. So actually think about the plate cast now that I think about it, right? Yeah. So where is the plate cast? Am I staring right at it? Did I lose it? It's in here. Oh, you know that comic? It's pretty big, as I understand it. Oh, I could just do this. Not that is not what I wanted. I could do this. There we go. Magic cousin, second Oregon, and Persephone. I'd never heard the name before. Oh. I think it was Persephone. Yeah, let me see if I can. It's Lore Olympus is the name of the comic. Let me find a quick. Give me 1 second. Where's a good... that's a fan art. Never mind. This will work. Okay, you show me. Sorry, I'm going through some things right now. Give me 1 second. 1 minute more. Alright, not that one, not that one, not that one. Where was it? No, 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 no. Come on. It wasn't that far. I just want that picture back. Not that one. This'll work. Give me the URL. Oh my. What? I hate Internet Explorer. Why have I not installed Chrome on this computer yet? Alright, fine. We're just gonna... There's a giant garbage link. Hopefully it works. Hardened clay and electrum. Then we run the electrum with the... Where's my clippers? There's my clippers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like so. What's the core of that? Treated stick? Okay. Treated stick. Hopefully that link worked. Alright, then I'm gonna need a creosote flank that with the coils. And then flank that with their insulated coil. Excellent. Hello, jellyfish and Shikamarana? Was that? Did I get that right? Okay. So then we got power, finally. Nice! JD, what's up, man? How you been? Children, don't fight. Okay, what do I... So... Alright, I got cables. Next up...
Yay!
Oh, thank you very much, Jellyfish. Always appreciate a new follow. Okay, so what am I... Okay, so I'm gonna need to go down... Might as well take this in step. Okay, so the engineer's workbench. Oops, here. Crafting table, treated work fence, and planks. That's easy enough. Okay. We had a good run, John. It was nice while it lasted, right? We'll always have the memories. Okay, so crafting table, treated fence, and treated planks. Boom. Easy to easy. I'll bring this right over there. Okay, then I'm gonna need crafting components blueprint. This is for metal press molds. So it's a copper, an aluminum, and an iron ingot with blue dye. We should have spare lapis, which we can... That can get ground in the mill, right? Yeah. Okay, and then what did I say it was? Iron, aluminum, and copper. Copper, iron, where's my iron? There's an aluminum. Do I need to make iron ingots again? No, I should have some. There they are. Alright. Copper, aluminum, iron. Gonna get bed, but also might stay up all night watching. It's 3:40 a.m. Oh, you're an hour ahead of me. It's 2:40 over here. Also, sorry for the knock. I definitely heard that one. Okay, so it was paper, and I have paper to spare. Alright. Blueprint. Boom. Cool. Then vacuum tube is up next. Alright, so we need a glass, a nickel plate, a copper wire, and a redstone. Do I have any glass? Not presently, doesn't look like. Okay, so why are these becoming... John has no brakes. Only woo. John's like, what, you're married? That just sounds like challenge mode. Alright, casting basin back down. Hey, you'll note, I'm not complaining. I'm just making statements. You do you, boo. It's not going to get you anywhere. I mean, you're not even my favorite child anymore, clearly. You're all good, man. Alright, class, get that going. Alright, cool. I've been known to slay. I have not been known to slay. Okay, we've got some glass. Then we needed it was a copper plate, right? Shit, I should have been doing that in the meantime. Alright, glass, nickel plate copper wire. Nickel. I can just plate that entire thing. Alright, casting table. Plate cast. Where's my plate cast now? There it is. Alright, toss the nickel in there. Copper. Wire. Like so. Alright. And do not let me keep you up if you like need to be rested for whatever comes, if it's class or family stuff or who knows what now. My humble, dumb little streams are definitely not worth upsetting the natural balance. Alright, I got some vacuum tubes. Excellent. Alright, circuit board. Insulating glass, vacuum tubes, copper plates. Didn't I? No? Alright, it's fine. Oops, that's right, I need a new mallet. Alright, stone and a stick. It's me a new mallet. The good old jet lag. Actually, I don't think I've really had jet lag. Like, even when I went to Australia and then back, I don't really remember having jet lag. Like, I was tired, but not like crazy out of it, nor did I like have like a super sleep spell or anything. It was just kind of like, oh, that was a lot of fucking airplane. Well, a lot of airplane, not nearly enough fucking, but okay, copper plates. Alright, insulating glass. Insulating glass. Iron grit. Is it time to make the crusher? I do enjoy a crusher. You got me beat by an inch and a half, give or take. I am right around 6. I think... Actually, I used to be just under. I think I might be just barely over now. But yeah, I do not sleep. I did sleep on the plane. It's kind of hard not to sleep on the overnight Australia plane just because there's nothing like entertaining yourself when you don't have a game console. Because nothing lasts the 14-hour airplane ride. I'm sorry. I brought a Switch, I had my phone, just no. Because they don't have anything you can really plug into, honestly. Not that it's worth a damn. But even then, just like trying to switch in like a little freaking airplane seat. Why did my music die? Come back. There we go. It's just not pleasant. So I did sleep on the Australia airplane. And I say sleep because I have sleep apnea, so I need the CPAP. Otherwise, so I have a ridiculously strong sleep apnea. I have over when they did my sleep study, when this is years ago now, I had over 60 apnea events in an hour. They didn't even let me, like, they said usually they let you go like an hour or two and measure how many apnea events you have, and then they come and interrupt you and give you your test set up. They didn't last an hour with me. They were just like, no, you have crazy apnea, you need this thing. So, you know, like, I popped unconscious for a while on the plane, but I didn't sleep. Oh god, and can you believe that I made it so long into my life without knowing that I needed a CPAP, and then it's such a bizarre thing. Like, I don't know if how much of this you went through with your dad, because like I had no idea that I was like my ex-wife at the time was like, you snore so bad, and I was like, sorry. Huh? And then she finally convinced me to go do like a sleep session and get it checked out, and they did that, and I went on the CPAP. You know, they're like, oh, you have crazy apnea, you're like, how are you functioning? And I'm like, because at that point I was 25? 24? How long have I had CPAP for? Somewhere in the mid-20s. And I'm like, I don't know, this has been my life. This is just how I've lived. And so they gave it to me, and I started using the CPAP, and like, I was like, well, okay, so apparently I've been sleeping like shit my entire life, so now they're giving me this machine that'll help me sleep good. Awesome, cool, fantastic, I like it. Love the idea. And it didn't seem to do anything. It's like I started having the CPAP, and they're talking all big about how I've like barely been getting any REM sleep for God knows how many years. And I start using the CPAP, and I just don't notice anything. There's no difference. I'm just like, now I just have a thing on my face when I sleep. It's kind of annoying. That's all it is. And that went on for like, I think 3 months. And then I went to a convention. And I didn't bring the CPAP when I went to the convention. And at that convention where I didn't have the CPAP after I've had it for 3 months, and I had noticed, I was like, I don't want to deal with bringing it. It doesn't make a difference anyways. I was like, oh my god, I'm so tired. I'm so unrested. I feel like crap. I'm not getting any sleep. Holy shit. So I never noticed it get better. But once it took away again, I was like, so that's how I knew that the CPAP was actually doing its job. Because I never like felt like I was like, oh, now I'm so rested. But suddenly then I just took it away again, and I was like, fuck my life. Everything is misery. So I've been much better about that, with the exception of that, yeah. Yeah, would have been nice to have had that, like, that stark, kind of keep bumping this, that stark difference been, like, up at the front of me, like, being like, oh, I suddenly feel like roses. But, I mean, I'll take just knowing that it's doing its job, and whenever I do fuck up and I, like, forget to put it on at night, or, don't take it with me somewhere because I'm being a dumbass or whatever, yeah, I regret it. So, worth its weight. Just was confusing. Yeah, okay. That's good then, because it's real loud in my ear when I tap that thing. I'm just gonna keep apologizing for it anyways. And you're just gonna have to deal. Alright. Can you have that? Give me these back. What was I working on? Engineer's workbench, that's right. Okay, so... steel grit. Wait, really? Insulated glass. Iron grit is what I need. Alright, iron grit, so I can get that. Okay, I can grindstone it if I need to. How bad is the crusher? Because if I could get the crusher, that would be cool. I do enjoy me a good crusher. Books. Okay, so Darth Vader mask. Starts loud, 6'6" and 300. 6'6", 300. Damn. Big boys are the best. And the hoe. I don't know what hoe is. I'm guessing it's not the hoe that I'm thinking of. Heavy machinery, crusher. Alright, 10 steel scaffolding, 1 redstone engineering, 10 light engineering, 8 steel fence, 9 hopper. That's a lot of steel. Head of household? No, not really. Okay, so 10 steel scaffolding. How's that go? Steel scaffolding. Alright. So that's in your fantasies. Yeah, if you want to be in your fantasies, that's fine. You can fantasize all you like, I can't stop you. Nor would I intend to stop anyone. Your mind is your own. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that would be like that's the steel scaffolding. Then a redstone engineering block is iron, vacuum tube, redstone alloy. Redstone alloy is a alloy from Constantin, glowstone, and redstone. Constantin is an alloy of nickel and copper. That's fine. 10 light engineering. Is iron mechanical components and copper. That's fine. 8 steel fence. Okay, so that'd be 3 times over. So 4, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 more. Like so. Okay. Then 9 hoppers. Okay, I should be able to make a crusher. I have enough steel. Okay, so we'll start with the scaffolding. Let's work our way down. I have some guesses. One of my good friends is into bears. I'm not a bear, but I can extrapolate some ideas. Okay, so we said steel scaffolding. Scaffolding. Alright, I need 6 rods. Do I want to make a press? That'd be more effective. The press shouldn't be expensive. Metal press. Yeah, let's start with that. Let's be material conscious here. Extrapolate. Process. Hedge your bets. Floating average. carry the 5. Oh, fuck. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Shit, what was I doing? Making some, she'll be amused. I'll let her know and she'll watch it later. Gimme. No, I need another one. Alright. Scaffolding. What was the rest? Redstone engineering block. Okay, redstone alloy plate. Do I have any of those already? I do. Oh, I have enough for 2. Which is good because I'm going to need 2. Alright, 2 vacuum tubes. And then iron plates. Nice. Alright. A piston. Definitely got those to spare. Whoops. 2 conveyor belt. Alright. Leather, iron, and redstone. Cool. How many did that make? Oh, a ton. Alright. Leather, drops. Alright, throw some of the clay in there. Leather. Like that. And then a heavy engineering. Alright, I need some steel mechanical components. 2 steel plate, so I need 4 steel plates. 4. I can always hit it on the VOD later. If you're really motivated. Alright, this can just go. This can go in there, that can go in there, that can go in there. Actually, you know what, give me 2 seconds. Or like 1 minute. I'll be right back. until I got laid off due to a company merger, which just actualized at the end of the year. But so I got thrown into this, and like suddenly I'm a PM, more or less, because this is just what I do now. Because I asked that question and got that, and then made it work. But so to your statistics thing, one of the things that I was like, since I didn't have any formal training and I wasn't getting any formal training through work other than just like haphazard, like picking up as I go kind of thing, I decided to teach myself how to better use like Microsoft Excel spreadsheets, or just Excel spreadsheets I should say, spreadsheets and calculations of formulas and everything like that. Me and my friends were playing League of Legends at the time, so I made these elaborate spreadsheets where I could dump in statistics and champion names. I made myself a Google form and a Google spreadsheet, and I could enter in the items that I had purchased, the character that I was playing, the kills, assists, and deaths that I had, and have it calculate the average benefit, the most recent benefit, and that particular match's benefit of each of the items when compared to the rest of everything else that I had done. Completely impractical, has no purpose in existing other than me practicing how to make stupidly complicated spreadsheet formulas. This is the dumbest thing I've ever... And I've done that like 17 times since then, just like, I'm gonna make some obscenely complicated spreadsheet, why not? And there's probably like, if I had actual training, probably like a million ways to do that much more reasonably than I did. But what are you gonna do? Okay, so... where do I want to put this press? For right now, why don't we just set it up here and we can move it later. Alright, so this should be like that. And then... oh, this one's a redstone. Oops, redstone. CHS. I don't think I know that off the top of my head. I feel like I should. Crohn's? No, that wouldn't be Crohn's. Book. Prospector can go back. Alright, so then it'll be the heavy. Put that in temporarily. Then the heavy there. Get that guy out, because we have to put the piston in from underneath, as I recall. Yeah. Okay, that should be right. Yeah, I've been pretty happy with Silent. I started using them a while ago. And cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome. Alright, gotta press. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's... Oh, excuse me. I'm just gonna be extremely rude about this, apparently. Alright, so there's that. And then the medium voltage insulated. Like this. To that. Okay, we got power. Need your sleep or do anything, vomiting every day. Oh, that sounds awful. Good for you, man. I'm glad to hear it. Oh, no worries. I've had... I don't know what's going on. Like, Twitch... It just seems like Twitch does that sometimes. Because sometimes I'll have two people in chat, and one of them will be saying that the chat's delayed by, like, a minute or more, and the other one's like, oh, that's fine to me. So, I just stick with Twitch is weird. As a general theory. Print. Alright, metal press molds. We need a steel plate and then more blue dye powder. Alright, have that. Steel plate. It looks like I need a new mallet. So, stick. And a stone. That's good. On both accounts. Yeah, I've got a gambit of things, but luckily I haven't had anything quite that extensive. I do have the slew. I've got, you know, asthma, allergies, eczema, depression, anxiety, insomnia, the apnea, IBS. Chronic hemorrhoids. Charming as always. So yeah, haven't had anything that's debilitated me like that so far, thankfully. But okay, 5 steel plates and then an engineer's wire cutters. Oops. 5 steel plate. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can imagine. They suck real pretty bad, even just not having anything going on there. It suck really bad if you just want to sit around and be lazy. Luckily, the chronicness is not as much as, like, it was pretty bad for a little while, and then I went and had a why does music keep dying? Maybe there's a net issue over on my end, actually. they were starting to be kind of recurring a little bit more frequently, which was a problem. And then I went and saw a actual, like, I don't know if there's a specific specialist or there's just a surgeon, I guess, is the specialist is surgeon specialist. And she, like, got rid of some of the tissue that was more prone to, like, I guess once you have them once, it's much easier for you to get them again going forward, unless they actually, like, remove some of the tissue and scarify it so that it strengthens that vein. So they did that, and it's been, I still, on occasion, I have a little one recovering right now. But it's been a lot better since then, which is thankfully. But yeah, that's just, it's so miserable. So it's one of those pains where it's not like you're not debilitated. You're not like, I can't do anything. You're just constantly aware of it and constantly uncomfortable. And with my anxiety issues, at least, maybe anyone, honestly, I don't know, like, was constantly worried that in the middle of work I would, like, have, like, bleeding into my pants or something and just be a complete mess publicly, unexpectedly. That was terrifying. I did not enjoy that part of it. I mean, you know, who would, I guess? I'm keeping it real. Yeah. It's no bueno, man. The worst was, since you are at least somewhat familiar, you probably know, I had no idea that you could get hemorrhoids from laying down too much. Like, I had a few days off, and I just, like, laid in bed almost 24/7 and just watched TV and movies and played video games. Just because I was like, I got a couple days off, fuck it, I'm gonna be the laziest slob piece of shit I could possibly be with these couple of days off of work, because it's been stressful, and I'm gonna prove a point that I can be a piece of crap. Just laying in bed, and then got up, and was like, what the fuck? No, come on, I didn't stress, I wasn't like, yeah, laying down. No shit, I shit you not. It doesn't have to be like you straining too hard or whatever. It can be just laying down in the incorrect position, like not even like a convoluted position, just like, it's like if you just are relaxed in the wrong way, it can basically, like, a vein just is like, freedom! And just, it goes out. The other one that, like, what they said was that what likely happened was that it was from going from a hot shower, which relaxes the body and loosens things up, to straight to laying down, and just like there was just a bad happenstance that just let it just be like, peace out. Damn it. And like, it wasn't like I felt something creeping. It was just I was laying down, everything was great, I went and laid down, I watched TV, I stood up to go somewhere and was like, ow, fuck, no, come on, I was laying down. Life. What a thing it is, man. Steel rod. Okay, so I can go straight from ingot or plate. Alright, so next up, how are these coming along? 19. It should be, I think, okay for the crusher. Probably. Let's make another. If I take one of these item frames, and put my spare blueprint and that's kind of cool. It doesn't tell me which one it is. But if I just do that, I suppose, and be like, item frame engineer's blueprint. Item frame engineer's blueprint. Yeah, it doesn't really help. So right now I am working my way down the path, so this progression is ultimately going into immersive engineering, and we'll be working our way through immersive engineering and some of this modular machinery, and the ultimate goal to advance to the 4th age is to create plastic. So I have to get my immersive engineering base up, so we've got some of the steel generation and the coke generation. I need to expand those and create some tanks, fluid tanks, to hold like the liquid creosote, and then I'll have to build some. Now that I have some amount of power going, we'll want to get into getting oil, running diesel, and have a better power generation, which will be a pump jack. I'll want to expand on the steel facilities, because there's what we got going right now is this steel blast bricks steel furnace. There's an improved blast furnace, which has little machines you can put on the side using power, electrical power, to speed up the process, which is going to be important. So that's probably actually my next priority rather than the crusher. The crusher is nice, but I don't need to have it right away. Faster steel production is going to be, as well as the faster coke production. Getting into diesel is going to be big, because that's going to be a huge step up comparative to the power that this windmill's generating. Then from there, so we'll get the core sample drills, we'll get into oil, which will allow us to potentially start using diesel. We'll have to distill that in the petroleum tower, which will give, that's where they get the naphtha and the diesel. The diesel can also be put into another distillation tower for the kerosene, gasoline, and lubricant, but I don't think I need to do that. But then we will have to build a boiler, probably a boiler. I don't think maybe I'll do a solar tower this time. I did a boiler last time. Either way, to get steam to go through that route. There's the propane, so I'll have to do the chemical mixer to mix the naphtha and the steam to create the propane. Then with the propane, convert that into liquid plastic, and then use a plastic molder to turn liquid plastic into a solid plastic sheets. Then we'll get into the next stage. So yeah, that's the trajectory that we're on right now. Oh, I could get some storage drawers. but I don't think we need to do storage drawers. We survived this far without. We could wait until next stage and then get some actual storage going on. Some network storage. So that's the current route. I kind of also want to go back and do the advanced map, the Iron Apple, for the better maps. So I don't have to carry this atlas around on me with me everywhere. But this ring is such a... Although it might not be as much of a pain in the butt to get me more. Now that I have a looting 3 sword. And I can fly. And I have a much more defensive armor. How did I do on my charms? That's a good question. Rare stuff? No. Miscellaneous? No. Where did I put that? Trophies. Yes. Six. Charm of keeping 3. And 1 short. Which means I am 5 charms short of having that second one. The Lamp of Cinders wasn't too hard to get. Empty map, maze map focus, blank magic map, that's not bad. Alpha V4 is not that bad. Magic map focus is easy. So I'd have to do a couple more of these. I might be able to get these in the course if we do like the Alpha Yeti Fair though. But this ring is... Oh, it drove me up a lot. It was like hours of going around the between lands, and the between lands is a really frickin'... So the between lands, where this drops, fantastic mod, wonderful as far as like effort put into it and stylistically and everything like that. Like really impressive. But for playing hardcore, it's miserable. So I'll show you what the deal is. So the Between Lands is a massive dark swamp. Like so. So it's murky and hard to see. And oh god, that's too fast. Full of angry enemies, too fast. So like the visibility is low. Like it's full of goo. It's nighttime, so it's even harder to see than usual. But it's not usually super more visible than this. And then you'll notice that I have an additional resource where like you would expect the oxygen to go. That is the entire zone is corrupted. So you actually have a corruption status. And as that descends, that lowers, so does your maximum health and your effectiveness. So all of your tools that you have, like if you bring in, so like this is modded, so there's a lot of variability to account for, but say if you came in here with, if this was the only mod you were running, and you came in here with a diamond sword, it would be less effective as a weapon than an iron sword. It'd be between a wood sword and an iron sword as far as effectivity goes. You make yourself a wood sword out of Betweenlands materials, and that wood sword of Betweenlands materials will work better in the Betweenlands than your diamond sword will. And it's got its whole entirely own like crafting table and just tons of like potions and materials and tools, and it has quests and special gear, its own farming. Like it's a huge mod with lots of stuff going on. Like you have to purify materials. There's a purifier, an infuser, an alchemic, an animator. There we go, it's getting a little lighter out. So it's got all of these things going on, and it's like I said, it's. I mean, look at all this stuff. It's ton of effort was put into this, and it's all meant to be its own thing. And if you bring in, it's like my food is okay because it's created as a stew. But if you were to come in here with like apples or carrots, just like raw, or beetroot, or like raw pork chops or whatever, they'll instantly rot and turn into rotted food. Ow. Something poisoned me. Pitcher plant, maybe? Probably. And it has, there's multiple bosses, it has its own like towers and fortresses and all kinds of new enemies. There's like these, oh god, did not mean to go in there. So there's the lurkers and the anglerfish in the swamps. There's whites. Probably see a white around here somewhere. Which look kind of like really, really angry. I've got some ruins somewhere around here. Oh, here's some. They're like kind of like a mix between a creeper and a enderman, but albino. And peat moss or bog moss zombies, which are shamblers or whatever they are. Which look like Swamp Thing, kinda, but slimmer or something. There's these guys. The food that you do get in here, which won't rot on you, the more you eat it, the less effective it is, and you have to vary what you eat so that you don't get like bored of your Betweenlands food, basically. These Kyromos, the little bat guys that are flying around, they have wings that if you cook and eat the wing, you'll reset your tastes, basically, so that you can eat the same food again without incurring the penalty. It's like it's got a ton going on. There's those things, which are angry. I forget what exactly they are. But yeah, ruins, giant castles, bosses, special loot. In addition to just there being different weapons, there's also like ones that have special skills and stuff like that too. But yeah. Alright, so home is this way. But, so because of all of that though, from the perspective as someone playing on hardcore, I don't like spending a whole lot of time in the between lands. I mean, it would be fine to like dabble in, because the progression is actually very similar to what you would expect, because you start off and you're cutting down trees and making yourself wood tools, and then moving into basic metals and exploring around and finding stuff like that. So it's all very, very familiar in that sense. There's a, you know, new plants that you can farm. I went way too far. How did I miss that? So it's like, it's not really doing anything that is like rocking the formula completely. It's just an entirely new side dimension thereof, where you've got some additional things to worry about, and it's all new materials. So you're making new farms and that kind of stuff. So it's not too bad. How we doing? Alright, we should be around here somewhere. There we are. But one of my previous world deaths was in the between lands, because I was exploring recklessly and got myself super ganged up on. I was wearing my headphones. I wouldn't have been able to hear something sneak up on me. But that's why I want the better map. But to get the better map, I have to eat this apple. To eat that apple, I gotta get this epic drop from the between lands, which can be dropped from like bosses and fortresses, and very rarely from certain enemies, which I have no idea what certain enemies means in actuality. But it's very cool though. I do respect it a lot. I just respect it so much that I don't want to spend too much time in it when I'm playing hardcore.
You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face. Got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. You'll break your back to make me feel again.
So this is the hunting dimension. This is where I was mentioning earlier that I have this set up to be able to do blood sacrifices on monsters. So I've got this blood altar here, and I did not bring my blood orb, but I do have the dagger. I should not have my headphones on for this part. So if I bring some monsters over to this altar and I use this sacrifice blade on them, it'll kill them in one hit, and then their blood gets added to the altar. And then if I put the blood orb in the altar, it'll absorb that up to become the magic life points that I was using for torches. Come on. Yeah, he's having a bad day. It's strategic, thank you very much. They're all zombies and skeletons and endermen and creepers anyways. That's right. Oh, come on. Damn it. Oh, I got the loot anyways. Um... Maybe this area is supposed to... Oh, yeah, that's what my mom says. My mom says I'm cool too. Pigment meat. Where'd I get a pigment? Not presently. I do have allergies to pet dander. All around thinks you're smart. That's so nice of her. Why did I do a critical hit? This does nothing. Hey, Sky. Where'd you get a parrot in? Get a parrot in real life, pet? I had a childhood friend whose parents owned a pet store, so they had a black lab and a Rottie and a some sort of iguana that I didn't see very often, and then also a macaw. So they had quite the loud house. I was scared of those dogs. Looking back at it now, they were probably the nicest damn dogs you've ever met, but oh my god, I was terrified because I was tiny and one of them was a Rottweiler. They probably just wanted to say hi, and I thought they were going to turn my face off. Hell yeah, I was scared. Have you been a child near a Rottweiler? They're fucking like size and a half as big as you. You know those things could tear your face off if they wanted to for a half second. And they're very loud. Like I said, looking back at it now, you probably was just very excited to see me and happy. But Jesus Christ. Because they had, you know, like a, it was probably like a 10-foot tall chain fence kennel. Maybe even like a 12-foot tall. So it looked like, you know, it was like a keep those dogs from murdering someone. It was probably just because they knew that if that dog wanted to jump, it could jump. Is a pet bobcat even legal? Here comes the Monopoly Man. Is it legal in your state? That's the important part. And some bobcat propaganda in here. Let's go get some more converting moss. In the bathroom, moving water so naturally go to the toilet and sink. Interesting. Huh, I did not know that. Lynx, I'm allowed to look like whatever I want to look like. And if I want to look like a stoner, by God, I'll look like a stoner. I actually don't care if I look like a stoner. but if I wanted to. You can be sure that I would. Is this how that zombie get in there? Daddies can be stoners, right? Oh, that's right. I was working on these chalices forever ago. I completely forgot about that. Oh, shit. I should probably do that at some point. What do I want to do? What's the depth meter? It's a compass I can do, right? Compass. Ooh. Headphones. Okay, iron. Oh, I have iron. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, plates. Fine. Accept. Mallet. I need a new mallet. Of course I need a new mallet. And stick. And stone. Stick and stone. To break my bone. 4. Okay. It's the compass. And the depth meter is a compass, a tin gear, and then ironwood. Tin, 2, 3, 4, ironwood. Okay, gear cast. Tin. That should go pretty quick. Like so. That back. Alright, tin gear. Wait. 3 ironwood. Why did I only take 1? Three. Depth meter. There we go. Cool. That'll make that easier. I should have done that forever ago. Speed runner, stopwatch will display your player's motion. Biomalyzer. I don't think I care about any of those. I think I might actually call it for the stream here, though. This is a pretty decent breaking point, because next steps are going to start getting complicated with the engineering. And I'm going to have to think about where I want to put all these things and plot out some space, because this is where it all starts getting intermingled. Machines upon machines upon machines. So, John, it's awesome having you. Glad to have you around. Hope to see you again. Sky, I'll catch you again later. As always, thank you for dropping by. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for keeping me company. Have a good one. You want some statistics info? Johnny boy? How about the median? Running average. Denominator. The square root of pi. I'll catch you later, man.